North Tulsa has been known as a food desert for quite some time. Everywhere you go in the city has grocery stores and markets with fresh fruits and vegetables. Business is thriving, but the sector known as North Tulsa has been left without for far too long. Over 10,000 young kids have to adapt, learn to cook, and practice social distancing while America struggles to survive during a pandemic. So what can we do to help our people? Edurec Eats.
Hello and welcome to Edurec Eats. This is week number 2 and the fun is just beginning. Last week we introduced you to our food gurus and even some of our chefs. And we talked with Dr. Fro of Eco Alliance about all the big plans that's happening right here in North Tulsa. On this week's show, we've got more chefs to introduce to you, and a special guest, AJ Johnson from the Tulsa Dream Center, will stop by and chat with us. Plus, you'll get to see a complete roster of all of our chefs at edurectulsa.com. Shout out to everyone who got last week's fun food trivia question correct. If you said medicine, that was 100% correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. But the trivia questions will get a little bit more challenging as the show progresses. So for this week's fun food trivia question, we asked, which one of the following is a natural food that never spoils? A, bananas, B, eggs, or C, honey? We'll reveal the trivia answer later in the show. Thanks for tuning in to Edurec Eats. I'm your host, Ramal the Hometown Heat. And if you watched our very first episode, then you know we're all about young chefs competing in a virtual cooking contest. Each week, the chefs will pick from the menu which they would like to prepare. Eco Alliance pays for the groceries, and Edurec Eats delivers the chef's weekly challenge packet in a G14 classified hyperspeed teleport machine, you know?
Ramal wasn't in the script.
Okay. All right, guys. Seriously, each week we get the chefs everything that they need to complete their weekly challenge. And it's all sponsored by Eco Alliance and Oasis Fresh Market. They will prepare their dish on camera live from their own home virtually, which allows them the freedom to practice CDC COVID-19 guidelines and safe distancing practices, all while under the supervision of an adult. Yes, parents, thank you for helping us along the way, as your child competes for all the bragging rights right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as the next superstar young chef. And after they prepare their weekly challenge, they present their final dish on camera to our food gurus and receive kind words, motivation, and constructive criticism. We recently had a chance to sit down and chat with Tulsa Dream Center's very own AJ Johnson and ask him some questions about all the great work that they've been doing over at the Dream Center. Because as you may know, many families may have some trouble during one of our worst economic downturns of our time. And many in the community have stepped up to the plate to assist families in need, but the crew over at the Dream Center has partnered with other organizations, and recently it's provided over 250,000 meals to the citizens of Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's amazing and heart-touching. And at a tight time when so many are unemployed, money is tight, and the bills are due, some of the options for food may take backseat to other priorities. But don't just take it from me. Let's hear from Pastor AJ himself. Pastor AJ, many people do things for other people and expect something in return, but what have you done at the Dream Center during the most crucial time in helping so many lives?
You know, for us, there's a quote we always say, see a need and meet it, find a hurt and heal it. For us, we know that right now, with COVID-19 going across the nation, there are so many great needs. So how can we, as the Tulsa Dream Center in partnership with Edurec and Eco Alliance, came together and we decided, man, how can we meet the need of food? We're in a food desert right now in Oklahoma. So for us, getting people food, they're going through the loss of jobs, they're going through, maybe some are having fear and anxiety and don't know what's coming next. One thing they could be sure of, if I could just make it to the Tulsa Dream Center, we've heard this, if I could just make it to the Tulsa Dream Center, I know that I'm gonna have food boxes or a hot meal. We're in partnership with so many other organizations, but we are also providing 2,700 meals every single day for Tulsa Public School students right here in North Tulsa. So for us, man, we see a need. We saw a need of hunger. And how can we meet it? See a need and meet it, find a hurt and heal it. And we've done that through food at the Tulsa Dream Center.
Okay, so over 250,000 meals have been given away so far. How does it feel to help so many families?
Man, for us, you know, me growing up in a single parent home, I understand what it means to have a meal provided throughout a tough time. And so for us to be able to, man, just identify with those that are going through right now and really making a decision just like others to be on the front line to serve so many. For us, we never know the families that are now having meals together. We never know the children that might have gone to bed hungry, that they're not anymore. So for us, it brings us great joy to be able to serve and give hope to so many, especially right now with what's going on in our nation.
What does it say about the crew at the Dream Center?
Man, it's about people. You know, for us at the Tulsa Dream Center, we believe the heartbeat of God is people, people, people. And so for us, how can we serve people? In the end, one of the greatest things that we can ever hear is, well done, thy good and faithful servant. So to be able to serve people through food, through medical, through education, for us, that's what we feel is our niche, is, man, meeting the needs of serving people. And there's so many amazing organizations right here in North Tulsa that are doing that. But for us, we just feel however we can serve people with excellence, however we can serve people by showing and expressing the love of God is big for us.
Interesting. Well, how would you say COVID-19 and social distancing has changed how you guys reach people?
Man, it's honestly altered our whole approach, but one thing, there's a saying, I love quotes, blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape. So for us to operate within the CDC health guidelines, we made a decision that every volunteer, every staff member has gloves. Every staff member volunteer has a mask. And we wanted to make sure that throughout the grocery experience, that every car had a one-on-one experience. What do I mean by that? We can't hug, we can't high five, we can't run up and say it's good to see you. But for us, with the mask and the gloves, when our team is loading boxes into the vehicles, they make sure to say, hey, you're in the right place. Man, thank you for coming today. We hope you're doing well. How does this help you? How does this bless you? So for us, we're trying to create, even though there's social distancing, man, you can still encourage someone. There's no distance in encouragement. There's no distance in saying you're valuable. There's no distance in saying you're gonna make it, that your best days are right in front of you. So we encouraged all of our staff members and volunteers, when you load the food boxes, encourage someone. When you see a child in the back seat, say, hey, champion, you're smart. Hey, you're gonna make it. Keep getting straight A's. We may not know what they're actually going through, but it's free to offer hope. It's free to give love. It's free to give encouragement. So throughout the social distancing time, we try to keep our connection through encouragement, through hope, and through love.
Thanks, Pastor AJ. Thanks for stopping by. You're such an inspiration to so many. Thank you for helping our people, and thank you so much to the crew and the family over at the Tulsa Dream Center. Check out some exclusive footage from the Dream Center and one of the most epic food giveaways North Tulsa has ever seen.
Man, today, this is our second week in a row. Tulsa Dream Center right now has, as of today, we've served almost 10,000 meals to students in North Tulsa and to families. And today is our regular Friday grocery giveaway, but it's a little different right now due to COVID-19. So we have a drive-through grocery experience, and every family gets a fresh box of produce, 2 different kinds of frozen meats, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and also a hot meal. Our goal throughout this time is to give hundreds of thousands of meals away because there's so many hurting families, and we're honored to be a part. We have an after-school program that we have over 400 boys and girls that are actively engaged, and many of them are on free and reduced breakfast and lunch at school. And since school is closed right now, they're in need of food. And right here, this is the Tulsa Dream Center's greatest hour to shine bright, to give hope to so many in need. Man, partner with us. We've got some amazing partners, but we still need more. We're doing this 6 days a week. We're giving out food, but every Friday in particular is our big grocery giveaway. Cars were over a mile in 2 different directions, so over 2 miles worth of cars, but we're grateful for Food on the Move, Tulsa Police Department, Tulsa County Sheriffs that are just helping us have so much great impact. And partners like you guys can go to tulsadreamcenter.org to donate or bring canned goods, dry goods, anything that we can package up and give to families that are in need. Just a great story. Kimberly came through last week, had recently lost her job just because of the epidemic going on. And I went over to her car and I said, man, what does this mean to you? And she pointed to her back seat. She said, we had 1 canned good left of food and I lost my job and I didn't know what I was gonna do. She actually came back again today and we were able to load up her back seat and her trunk because it's about helping people. I mean, if they don't have hope, man, what's the world with no hope? What's the world without Jesus? And man, Tulsa Dream Center plus a whole lot of Jesus changing lives. We're just grateful. This is our 20th anniversary at the Tulsa Dream Center. So 2020 is our 20th anniversary and COVID-19 hits and we get a chance to respond with love, with hope, and with Jesus and a whole lot of groceries. We're hearing some horror stories just of people that are hurting and broken, but when they come here, one family said, I knew if I could just get to the Dream Center, everything would be okay. And so this is a place of hope for so many, and that means everything to us because people are in need of hope at such a time as this. Next Friday, come back. We need you, tulsadreamcenter.org. Help us change lives. One person, one family, one community. It's all about Jesus.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll introduce some more of our young chefs as they get ready for the first challenge, so stick around. This is Edurec Eats.
Edurec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At Edurec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at Edurec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
Hey kids, unfortunately, Edurec will not be hosting its annual summer camp, but we still want to remind you guys to stay safe out there this summer by social distancing and of course, washing those hands daily as much as you possibly can. We plan to resume our programs in the fall as school returns, so stay tuned. For more information, make sure you go on Facebook and Instagram at Edurec Tulsa.
Hi, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, when you were a kid, did you stay at daycare?
Nope, stayed with my grandma. We'd play outside for hours, and then she'd make some of the best food ever.
Well, did you learn much?
I learned my cousins like to cheat at hide and seek.
Oh, well, today, kids have a place in Tulsa that combines activity with learning, and it's called Edurec.
The idea came about through our pastor, Pastor Melvin Cooper. I've actually been with World One for Christ Family Life Ministries for about 14 years now. And Pastor Cooper one day came up on the pulpit and said he had a vision from the Lord that he should start this community center called Edurec. And we're like, Edur what? Here where we are, there's not a lot of activities. There are no movie theaters, there are no, skating rinks. There's nothing really for children to do. So what Edurec is a place where kids can come, but we focus on education first. It's called Edurec because it's education and recreation combined. So we call it the place where education and recreation meet. So Edurec is a youth and family fun center. What we do is we combine a lot of different activities for underserved youth in our community.
We actually get out in the community and we talk. We partner with the elementary schools and we partner with the middle schools and we talk with the teachers and we talk with parents about, okay, what is missing out here? What do you guys like to do? What can we offer that will be good? So instead of just trying to assume what's needed, we get out and talk with the schools and the middle schools and the parents. And when they tell us, well, we just need something fun to do. We need something when kids leave school where they can go and they can come together, but it's safe and it's exciting. They can burn off some extra energy. So then they get home, they can go to bed. we got out and talked with them. So when they said that basketball, football, we need to learn another language, so Spanish classes, karate classes, spring break camps, all of that kind of stuff. And we also exposed them to golfing. So we partner with First Tee. We take them to Tulsa Aerospace Museum. We do etiquette classes. So we give them an array of different things to do, as well as singing and dancing and all of that fun stuff as well.
So the way that Education and Recreation meets is we have a after-school program where we pick up kids, bring them to our facility, then we help them with their homework. So we have tutors here that help them get the fundamentals done, with their homework. We also, during our summer camp, which is actually going on right now, in the mornings we offer reading, math, science, and life skills. So we kind of incorporate that, but we do it in a fun way where kids are not thinking, oh man, this is school again. I thought I was out for the summer. So we try to do fun stuff, and do it with games, do it with in ways where they don't realize that they're actually learning something. They think they're just playing games, but really it's all about education. What I see with the families and the kids is a sense of gratitude. They are thankful that we are here because some of the services that we provide or some of the partners that we're connected to, but for Edurec being here and us doing what we do, they wouldn't get to experience those things. I see in the kids that there's a change. Some of our kids have, their grades have improved. Some of them have come here in our after-school program last year. They were, C's, D's, and of those children, by the end of the school year, they were A's.
How do we get Edurec to the next level? That's a good question, because we currently have people coming from Oklahoma City, people calling from Atlanta, people calling from other states that actually want to do like a Edurec Oklahoma City, Edurec Atlanta, Edurec, somebody called from DC, Edurec DC. So I think the model that we have of the education plus the recreation is kind of starting to spread, not just in Tulsa, but also in other states.
And so in order to change the dynamics of our community, then we've got to invest in our community. And we've just taken that on full-fledged, and we all enjoy it, love the kids, nothing greater than walking in and, you've been in crazy traffic or something, and you walk in and a little kid runs up to you and grabs you on the leg and it's like, hey, Miss Tamale, we love you, or whatever, and you're just like, okay, this is why I do this every day,
Damali and Charles have a lot of energy and some great ideas for making Edurec the place to bring fun and education together for many years to come.
To learn how to get your child involved, visit edurectulsa.com.
And we're back. This is Edurec Eats. Now next week is the first official challenge. Our young chefs will get down on the grill and prepare the appetizer, my favorite, and put their cooking skills on display for the world to see. Get your fingers ready. Voting starts next week for your favorite chef. You can only vote for one chef, so get ready for that. The food gurus may have their pick on who they think will win, but they don't get to vote for the contestants. Only the public. You can vote. Now, before we introduce our contestants, we gotta give a big shout out to our sponsors, Oasis Fresh Market and Eco Alliance Group, for teaming up with Edurec Tulsa and helping the future leaders of tomorrow learn how to maximize their potential in the kitchen while surviving during a pandemic and living in a food desert. Let's check in with our chefs and see how excited they are to compete with the cooking competition. This is Tajane Crutcher of Tulsa Central High School.
Hi, my name is Tajane Crutcher. I am a freshman at Central High School, and I believe that I should win this competition because I have a great history of cooks in my family. My great-grandfather, the late Willie Seals, was a great deli chef. And so I believe that I'm going to win this competition in honor of his legacy. So Edurec Eats, let's get ready to burn.
Next up is Alexander Hopkins of Tulsa Central High School.
Hello everyone, my name is Alexander Hopkins. I am 16 years old and I go to Central High School. Next year I will be a junior in high school. The reason why I believe I should be the champion of this competition, well, first of all, I really love to cook. Like, I feel like you can express yourself in cooking. Showing love to everyone, because I mean, who don't want to eat? Like, everybody loves to cook, or not everybody loves to cook, everybody loves to eat. So, that's why I believe I should win, you know.
And let's welcome a new contestant, Raina Fisher.
Hi, my name is Raina, and I'm 13 years old, and I'm from Tulsa Legacy Charter School. And the reason why I want to participate in this competition is because I love cooking and baking and other stuff, and I think that I'm gonna be capable of winning the competition, so that's why I tried out.
Those are just a few submissions that the producers combed through. They had to narrow it down to the top 25 who will compete virtually from their home kitchen while practicing social distancing. Check out Robert Jordan. He said that he can dribble the ball and he can cook at the same time.
Hello everybody, my name is Robert Jordan. I am a freshman and I go to the Booker T. Washington High School. I love cooking and I love doing many other things. Hey, watch this.
Voting starts next week for your favorite chef. You can only vote for one chef, so get ready for that. The food gurus, they may have their favorite pick on who they think will win, but they don't get to vote. They don't get to vote for the contestants. Only the public, you, yes you, have the right to vote during this process. And it's very easy. This is what you do. You watch the Young Chefs videos on EdurecTulsa.com's website and simply click the like button or the thumbs up button. And you're all done. Easy, right? So as you've seen so far, our kids have great personalities. And most have had a lot of time on their hands with school being out and are prepared to chef it up and present their food to the world on our website at EdurecTulsa.com. Make sure you go to the voting page after the show. Don't go now. Go after the show and check out all of our chefs. Watch their videos, and most important, make sure you cast your vote for your favorite chef that you think should advance to next week's round. On this show, we're gonna have special celebrity guest appearances and some special guest surprises. But we're gonna keep that secret for now. But don't worry, it's gonna be an exciting adventure with 25 kids competing for all the bragging rights as Tulsa's top chef. Earlier on the show, we posed a fun food trivia question. The question was, which one of the following is a natural food that never spoils? Is it A, bananas, B, eggs, or C, honey? If you pick B, eggs, guess what? Drum roll. You're wrong. But if you chose C, honey, jackpot, bingo, correcto, you got it right. Honey does not go bad. In fact, it's recognized as the only food that doesn't spoil. It will, however, crystallize, becoming thick and cloudy. Have you ever seen that before? Well, over time, if this happens, I have a life hack. Just remove the lid from the jar, place it in a pan of water, and warm it over with low heat until the honey returns to its original consistency. Honey, I love it. And that's your Edurec Eats Fun Food Trivia question. The chefs you're witnessing compete are putting their all into this competition. And we're so proud of them for stepping up and accepting the challenge. And we can't forget the parents who are working behind the scenes and everyone else that's supporting the show. Thank you. Now that you've met some of the contestants, go to the website and see a complete roster of all of our chefs and cast your vote for who you want to see make it to the final round. Our goal is to give young chefs the opportunity to showcase their skills in the kitchen. And for the next 6 weeks, they'll battle it out right here on Edurec Eats Cooking Competition 2020. Tune in for next week's show as we eliminate to the top 14. Don't miss next week's show. Make sure you go to the website now and vote. This is Edurec Eats Cooking Competition 2020.
I'm Aaron Johnson, board member of Eco Alliance. In this video, you're going to see an intricate plan to bring health, jobs, and education to the historic communities of North and West Tulsa. Both of these communities have been plagued by years of poverty and are considered to be in a food desert with no fresh food access within miles. But we're going to change that. We are going to bring 3 fresh market grocery stores to these areas. The first being in the heart of the community on Pine and Peoria. It will be a fresh market grocery store in the budding commercial district where shoppers can buy fresh produce that is not currently available.
Hi, I'm Richa with Eco Alliance.
And I'm Jim with Eco Alliance, and you're joining us today in West Tulsa. And on this site, which is currently an empty warehouse, will soon be a 20,000 square foot fresh market grocery store in the middle of a food desert. One of the most unique and innovative grocery stores in the United States. We're excited to be a part of a much larger River West revitalization project in this community and partnering with the YMCA and the local school districts in teaching children health and nutrition. This particular store is going to be one of the most unique because it will have its own greenhouse where people can harvest live, healthy, organic produce within the store. We're excited to show you this part of the building, what will soon be a state-of-the-art indoor controlled agriculture unit that will be integrated in the store. Customers will be able to actually harvest on a daily basis fresh produce that's grown here for the community, by the community. So as a master grower, one of the things I'm most excited about is children learning where food comes from. Children will get to learn STEM technology where they'll be able to see the plants from seed to harvest and be a part of the entire experience, watching plants grow naturally and changing the perception of health and nutrition in food deserts here in Tulsa and hopefully throughout the country. Standing in what was a very active grocery store and was a hub of the community.
The common goods started about 2 years ago in Northwest Tulsa. So we moved into the community, built a community center that's part of this building. The big component that's missing since day one is a grocery store. The neighborhood is begged for a grocery store while we're putting in the community center, and that's the reason we're partnering with Eco Alliance to try to make that happen now.
We're excited knowing that the people are wanting a grocery store here, and this will be a fresh market grocery store that will make a difference in this food desert area, make a difference in their lives, teaching individuals not only through community center about health and nutrition, but they're being able to buy healthy food right next door and making the 74127 zip code a place where people will want to come and live, a place they want to raise their families.
On this site will be the largest indoor growing facility in the state of Oklahoma.
We're excited to partner with the New Jerusalem Baptist Church, a proud member of the North Tulsa community, in taking this land and putting a purpose to it that will create jobs, create food, and create nutrition. There'll be a large indoor growing operation that will feed not only the North Tulsa community, but the Tulsa community, the state of Oklahoma, and the region.
In 2018, the city of Tulsa came out with their first Equity Indicators report. The report ranked Tulsa 39 out of 100, which is an F. Of the 6 equity indicators, North Tulsa was the most disadvantaged group. In order for things to get better, we believe North Tulsa needs at least 2 grocery stores in the next 8 years.
The disparity paper so moved me that I came to see what I might be able to do as a part of the solution for Tulsa. I'm proud to say that Eco Alliance is a part of right now a process of putting 3 grocery stores and 3 food desert areas in the next 2 years.
This journey that you are on with us is going to provide so many pillars. We're going to have the opportunity to build and create so many grocery stores. We're also going to have organic food production. It's also going to provide jobs to so many families in low income and food insecure areas. And we are also breaking the cycle of generational poverty through health and nutrition. Thank you so much for being on this journey and partnering with us to change the lives of so many.